this is Eugenia from Art Meltemi. Today we actually will start talking about the last art piece we did. We did the happy snowman under the moonlight. He was a very happy one. And now I thought to continue with making some bookmarks today that they will be matching, and we'll be making Mr. Snowman and Mrs. Snowoman. Let's make them happy too. So I have 2 jars of clean water, my 2 brushes, one for clean and one for putting my color on. I don't know, that's what is working for me, to have 2 brushes handy. My homemade palette from Feta Cheese. It's perfect. It's got all the dividers for the colors, and okay, it's a little bit beading, but it beads up. But for small projects like bookmarks and greeting cards, it's fine. I haven't found a permanent good palette to put my Phoenix colors, my new set that I got, so I'm using this and it's working fine for now. So let's spray the water to the colors with water to reactivate them. I'll just move them aside to do that because I don't want to go water everywhere. Okay, and we are ready, and let's start it. Now, the most of the times, always for me, it's easier to start with the background and the lightest areas. So what I normally do, I put again my clean brush, I get clean water, and I start with the backgrounds. I put water on the background. I'll wet it nicely. Now, if some details get lost, it doesn't matter. You can always go on top of them because we start with lighter. Always with the watercolors, we start from light to dark. So I'll do first, and I will work at both bookmarks because I want them to be very similar. So I will put at both bookmarks the same colors at the background, or very similar. We'll start first with the sky, and then we'll move to the foreground. So the sky, well, it's gonna be night because I have already masked 2 sections here for the moon. So I'm gonna just put a little bit purple, just dab here and there some purple. And then I'll just get some blues that I have already on my palette. Oops, this one had a little bit green too. It might not be a bad thing, but maybe I don't want green. Okay, but mixing all different kind of blues that I had in my palette, I'm getting kind of dark and moody blue gray amongst my clean purple, and I don't mind it at all that they're like this because it's winter. So I'm using the pigment that's already on my palette. I'm kind of cleaning my palette too. If you think that it's a bit too gray, go back to your clean purple. Or a touch of red, alizarin crimson I like to put. I just drop pigment here and there, and then the water will do the job to move it where and settle it wherever it decides to go, because watercolor has its own mind. We can direct it, but it still will do what it wants to do. And that's the beauty about the watercolors. Are very unpredictable sometimes, and I like it because yeah, they have their own mind, they have their own moods. Sometimes they surprise us. Well, I have to admit that my background when I started learning painting and drawing, it was with charcoal and oil colors. So very different of approach from the watercolors. Watercolors I have started recently, and I found that I have to reverse the way I'm thinking, but it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot for to see things a little bit differently too. Okay, so I will leave now the sky the way it is because I don't want to put too much color, too much pigment to make it dark. And then I will go a little bit on the foreground to work a little bit on the snow. On the snow, I'm gonna put very, very little pigment, even less than what I've done on the sky. Just getting some blues and some purples. And then my favorite tool for the snow, my sponge. Just checking that I'll press the record button. Sometimes I forget. So I'm making snowmen and snowwomen at 25 degrees here in Australia. It's summer, it's hot, and I'm painting snowmen to cool me down. Hey, why not? No, I'm just saying it because the water is drying very fast and the pigment is setting pretty fast, but so I have to go back and re-wet it till I get the effect that I want to. I'm using the Phoenix watercolors as I have mentioned, and they're great for lifting and reactivating, so that helps. Very forgiving set. And this is the what paper I'm using. Nope, I'm not sure because I've done a few. I prepared a few drawings. I think I'm using the art spectrum. Yeah. Yeah, I have to lift it to see which color, which paper I'm using. But that I think it's the art spectrum. This one, the 60% cotton. It's the student grade, but for bookmarks and cards, because they're gonna just sit in a folder. I will scan them, print them, and they will sit in a folder. So they're not gonna get exposed to sunlight or anything. I'm okay to use student grade materials for now. Yeah, I'm just an artist who's at the beginning. Now, I'm not sure if I've mentioned that. Okay, I'll just leave it wash, but probably doesn't need it. Doesn't do much with the snow. When I leave it lighter areas for the snow, because as I said, it sets very fast, the color. Okay, just a touch here and there. So yeah, I'm not sure if I have mentioned to you that I'm resuming my art journey after 20 years of pausing it. So it's kind of not new, but I'm new. Okay, so I will let the background, the sky, and my foreground to rest. Now I've created a little bit bloom here because I added a little bit of water while it was drying. Just trying to boost the pigment. Okay, so what's next? I think I would do this kind of. I will still work on the background. I have two buildings here, and the sign and the candle, the lantern holder. Okay, so I will work a little on that. Then I will move on to the Snowman and Snowoman. At the end, right at the end, I will do the. You will see me doing the moon, and I might speed it up a little bit, but if I think that I need to explain you more things, I will speak to you as you're watching it. So yeah, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So at this point, I think I'm gonna call it ready, or very close to be ready. I think that's it now. I don't need to do anything else. I could actually put a little bit yellow on the scarf here and there, or maybe just a touch. Both of them, they're a little bit different. Okay, I didn't do the lines on that one. And maybe I'll do some little fine lines. Oh, wrong. Not the Sharpie, it's pretty thick. I need this one, the 0.05. It's a really fine tip. And that's it, we are ready. We're ready for the signature. I mean, as I'm looking at it, I always see something that I would probably adjust. But these are details, I should be doing much more. So, even if it is a bookmark, I still like to put my initials. Because I spend time on this art piece, even if it's small, it's handmade. And I need to put my initials to know that it's made from me. Okay, no, why? It is so sticky. Okay. So at this point we're ready to unmask it. You know, I'm never happy with always something catching our eye, doesn't it, at the end? What do you think? I'm gonna rain it again. I always do this at the end. Okay, no more. No, this yellow is too bright. I can always tone it down, which is fine. So this time I put extra masking because I remember from the other times it's buckling up. So this time I was I've done my normal masking and I put also the extra one. We'll start with the middle one. The middle one is a bit wider because I have to cut them in half. So it is the double size of the sides, the masking. So the sides, I'll fold them in half as I have, as I stack them. But the middle one. Okay, so far good, there's no leakages. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing so much masking. Oh wow, perfect. I hope that the other one is perfect too. Mrs. Snowwoman. Oh, okay. Fingers crossed. She won't need a touch up. If she needs, doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. A little wash will fix it. Oh, perfect today. Excellent. So, Mrs. Snowman, Mrs. Snowoman are ready. I'm so happy. I like them very much, and they're matching perfectly to the happy snowman. I think he's celebrating of the met. Or then when he was by himself, and then when he met it, he's happy. He's happy anyway, which means we have to be happy, and nice happy things will happen to us. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Positive thinking. Now, I will leave them like this for the moment. I have another video that I show how I am cutting the papers. Actually, I will probably demonstrate it now too. If it's dry enough, make sure that there's nothing. Okay. So first of all, oh, I'm scared. No, it's all dry. So first we are folding it in half, which is kind of okay. So I've done it roughly. I didn't go all the way. Now that I'm kind of happy with the at the ends, holding them tight, and slowly I am folding. I'll make sure that the edges are correct. Then I go on the other side. I do the same. Just make sure that I'm not gonna press it and the edges are not 100%. Oh, okay, we want deckled edge. That's why we're doing this. Otherwise, I would have taken out my trimmer. But I want to do the deckled edge. So now that I have the correct fold, or close to the correct one, I must be one millimeter. Yeah, okay. Then I'm going with something round, like this tool, or even I could do it with my brush. Just roll it. But it's a little bit easier with this tool that I found. It's nothing specific, I don't know. I think it's from a kid's toys. My kids have done a big cleanup, and I found all sorts of things in the toy boxes. And this I don't know where it was from, but it's perfect to use it for scoring my paper. Okay, so once we are like this, okay, I will wet it from the have to wet it from both sides. Okay, clean water, or well, as much clean as possible right now. So I let it water so it will make it soft. Will sink in right where we score it. We wait a couple of seconds for the water to go in. We play a little bit around, and then we'll line up our ruler and we pull. Maybe it's not ready yet. I don't want to force it. Maybe I should do it from this side. Because it is a finished piece, I don't want to force it. Make sure that when you put it upside down that it's not, your surface is clean and not wet. So then we line up our ruler. It looks like I'm gonna have a very deckled edge, but that's okay. Yay. Okay, getting there. So if I'm standing, and there we go. Here is my deckled edge. I leave it too much deckled, but that's okay. Can always trim this if it's a little bit too fairy. Well, that's the whole idea. So there we are. My card and my matching bookmarks. So thank you very much for watching me. I hope I'm gonna see you again at my next video. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, and if you want to see more videos, make sure that you subscribe, and we'll keep in touch. Thank you very much again. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye for now.